Hello, I'm Sunil Nair. Welcome to this course on the Python programming language for kids age 8 to 10. In this first video, we have a hugely exciting demo where you can join me in creating a colorful animating spiral using the Python programming language. It is guaranteed that if you can follow along with me on this fun demo, this course is definitely suited to your learning needs. Please use the code editor to type along with me. You can find the link to the editor in the resource section of this video. Once you are ready, we can get started. Before we get started with the demo, I think it's very important to understand what Python actually is in the world of computing. Python is a programming language. Just like how we use different spoken and written languages to communicate with each other. So now we are using English right now to communicate. Similarly, we have thousands of languages all across the globe, right? So similar to that, we require to have a language with which we can communicate and impart instructions to a computer. And Python happens to be one of these languages. As of 2021, Python happens to be the second most popular language in the computing world, right? So having understood that, I think we should now get started with the demo. If you have opened the code editor from the resources section, you will see exactly what I am displaying on the screen right now. Okay, so what we have here is few lines of code written using the Python programming language. So in a short while, I'll run you through and explain what exactly has been written. But for now, we need to understand what the output of this code is going to be. So what I will do here is, I'll just click the run button, right? So I'm clicking the run button. There you go. On the right hand side, we can see the output of these few lines of code. So what we see over here is a black color screen with a fine yellow color arrow in the center. So how did this happen? So in line number 1, I have introduced a code called import turtle. So for beginners, you can just consider this as a feature that I am bringing into the program. And the name of this feature is called as turtle, right? So with the turtle feature, we can create simple little animation and games using the Python programming language. Okay, line number 4, we are introducing a screen into the program using the turtle, right? And then in line number 5, I am giving a background color to the screen. So in this particular case, I have given a black color. So I can go and change this color to blue or any other color that I want, right? And now if I click run, you will see that the color has changed. So go in and try it out. So as I mentioned earlier, you can pause the video at any point in time and you can try the code in your editor. Okay, perfect. In line number 7, we have created a pen object because we want to create an animating spiral with which we can draw on the screen. So I've created a pen object with which I can draw. Line number 8, I have set the color of the pen. So as you can notice that there is a fine yellow color outline on this arrow. So that is coming from this yellow color that we have given here. So if I were to go and change this color, you will see that there is a difference. So let me go and change this to red. There you go. So now you see a red outline around the arrow. Fine. So there is no drawing happening here as of now. It is just the screen color and the pen color that we have defined. Okay. So now what we will do is we will go into the step 1 of this program. So in step 1, as you can see, the first few lines of code have already been done. So that's what I took you through right now. What we have is just an additional 4 lines of code that we need to introduce into our program. Okay, so I'm going to type these 4 lines of code into the editor, right? So you can pause and do it along with me as well. So I'm going to type these few lines of code over here. Change 360 and pen dot forward x pen dot left 59 and pen dot, oh sorry, I'll just put print x, right? So those were the 4 lines of code that we had introduced in step 1. So that's what I actually typed over here. Okay, so if you have not finished typing yet, you can pause the video and then type these 4 lines of code and then play once again. So if you're done with it, you can click the run button and see what exactly happens. So if I click the run button, okay, we see something totally different happening over here. We can see that the same blue color background and red color pen color has been set, but then we can see an animating spiral being created. We can see lines are being drawn, right? The direction is changing every time, and then we can also see some numbers being printed at the bottom of the screen, right? So like these, we have made few observations. So you can take a pause and try and make as many observations as you can after seeing the output, right? So now we need to figure out, how did this happen? What are these 4 lines of code with which we were able to do something as amazing as this? Okay, so I'm also going to change those colors again to what it was before. So let me just change it to black and yellow. You can also make your own choices, but I love this combination. There you go, it's a little more visible, the color combination. So you can try your own color combination and see how this works. And the numbers are also getting printed at the bottom. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now let's go in and try to understand what exactly these 4 lines of code actually are doing for us. Okay, in line number 10 over here, we have written for x in range 360. So what this means is, we have created a loop. A loop is something that goes on for a certain number of times or repeats itself for a certain number of times. So we have created a loop that runs 360 times. Okay, so we have created a loop that runs 360 times. So what is it that runs 360 times? Line number 11, 12 and 13 are getting repeated 360 times. Okay, so line number 10 is clear right now. We have created a loop. So what is line number 11, 12 and 13, right? So first let's come and understand some of our observations here. We saw that some numbers were getting printed at the bottom, right? So what are these numbers? So these numbers are referring to the round of the loop. So each time the loop runs, the value increases by 1. So the first time it started with 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. So it goes on like this till it reaches the final number in the loop. Okay, perfect. So that's what these numbers were all about. Okay, now in line number 11, we have 2 very simple English words, pen and forward. So it's like saying the pen moves forward. But then how can the pen move forward x, right? So where did this x initially come in our program? Any guesses? Well, it came in line number 10, right? So that is the first place where you'll see the small letter x in the program. So what this means is, the first time the loop runs, the value of x is 0. That's what is getting printed here. The next time the loop runs, the value of x is 1, and then it increments by 1. It increases by 1 every single time the loop runs. So that means pen dot forward was 0 at the first instance. That means that's why we saw a small little dot in the center of the screen. We can even see it right now. That's how it started, right? So the next time the loop ran, the line became slightly bigger. So each time the loop runs, we are getting a slightly bigger line. Okay, so that's what pen.forward is doing. It is just drawing a straight line for us. But then if that is the case, why am I not getting a straight line as my final output? Well, the reason for that, if you have already guessed it, is line number 12. In line number 12, we are saying pen dot left. That means the pen goes straight and then after a point, the pen direction changes to its left, right? And what is this number 59 all about? Have you made any guesses about that number 59 as to what you think it might be? Well, I'm just going to change this number 59 to 90 and let you know what's going to happen here. Okay. Do you see a familiar shape right now? Yes, we can see a square that is getting created. So the number 90 was actually the angle. Okay, was the 90-degree angle. So we know that if we create a 90-degree angle, we get a right angle, right? So if I take a pencil and paper and just repeat this. So let's say the first line I created of 1 centimeter, a 1 centimeter line. And then I changed the direction of the pen to 90 degrees and then drew another line of 2 centimeter. And then again I changed the direction of the pen to 90 degrees and drew another line of 3 centimeter. So if I just keep repeating this over and over and over again, I'm going to get exactly the same kind of spiral that we see on the screen right now. Okay, but just that we have given instructions to the computer to do this for us. Perfect. So that's all that we have given in these 4 lines of code. Line number 13 is printing the value of x on the screen. So that is why we were seeing these numbers getting printed. Okay, so it's obviously taking quite a lot of time for it to complete 360. That's why we still see this drawing on the screen. So if I were to give a smaller number, it would finish quickly. So you can pause this video right now and try different combinations of colors and angles and see what you get. Okay, so now I am hoping that you tried different combinations. So similarly, if you want, you can create different kinds of shapes. So just like how we used 90-degree angle, so I can say 360 divided by 4. Because the sum of all angles is 360 degrees and there are 4 sides to a square. So I can use this within the left function, right? So now if I were to run this, it would still create a square because 360 divided by 4 is 90. Okay, so if you know your tables, 9 times table, it would be very simple. 9 times 4 is 36 and then you add a 0 there, right? So that is 360. Okay, so that means if I want to create a pentagon which has 5 sides or a hexagon which has 6 sides, what do? I just go and mention the number of sides I want. So pentagon has 5 sides. So I can go and do 360 divided by 5. Brilliant. So now I get a pentagon. Okay, so that is how you can play around. So do pause this video and try out different options that you can think of. Okay, so moving ahead, we'll focus on step 2. So in step 2, we have just two blocks of code here, that is pen.speed and pen.circle. Pen.speed, obviously it increases the speed in which the drawing happens, but interestingly 0 happens to be the fastest and 1 happens to be the slowest. So if you put 1, probably you can take a small little nap and come back. That's how slow it's going to be. Okay, so let's put pen.speed 0. So I'm going to add this immediately after line number 13. I'm going to say pen.speed 0. Perfect. Now let me run this. Oh my God, look at that. It's increased the speed, I think probably 10 times more than what it was before. Right? So it's doing it so quickly and it's going to complete the 360 rounds in the loop very quickly. Right? and it's pretty much filled up the screen. It's already done. If you can see over here, it has already reached the end. Perfect. Okay, so that is how we use pen.speed. So you can experiment with numbers from 0 to 9 and see how the speed varies. Okay, perfect. So that was really fun to work with. Now we have pen.circle. I think it would be clear that if I do pen.circle, it is going to create a circle, right? But then instead of simply adding one more line in my program, what I'm going to do is instead of forward, I'm going to change it to circle. Okay, I will change that to circle and see what happens. So now if I click the run button, oh, fantastic. So what are we seeing over here? Instead of the turtle drawing a straight line, it draws a circle. But each time, the circumference of the circle keeps increasing by 1 because I said pen.circle x and the value of x keeps changing. Brilliant. Okay, so that's step 2. So we have 2 more steps remaining, but we are going to do both of them together. Okay, so let's understand why we need this step 3 and step 4. So we have already understood how to create a simple little animating spiral using turtle in the Python programming language. But then we want to add a little more creativity into this. Okay, so what level of creativity do we want? We want to add different colors into the program. That means each time the turtle graphic draws a line or a circle, I want to use a different color or from a choice of colors. So that's what step 3 will do for us. It will give us a set of different colors to choose from. So I'm going to provide these colors. Okay. So you're more than welcome to provide your own choice of colors. These are just my choices. So I say red, green, and blue. Okay. Then I'm going to add one more color here. I'm going to add yellow as well, which is already there. So if I were to provide the code block which is there in step 3 and run the program, you would still not see any change because line number 9 in my program is clearly telling us that the pen color should be yellow, right? So we will need to introduce the code block in step number 4. So in step number 4, this particular code block is telling us that the pen color should be a random choice from the list of colors that we have made. Okay, so I'm going to put this anywhere inside the loop. So I'll just put after line number 15 here, I'll say pen.pen color random.choice colors. Okay, so I just typed it exactly like how it is written over here. Okay, perfect. So now I am going to run the program and see to check whether what I intended is working or not. So now if I'll click the run button, fantastic, exactly what I wanted to achieve, right? So now I can see it is picking up a random color from the list that we had made and it is creating an animating spiral. That brings us to the end of the demo. I hope you enjoyed it because I thoroughly enjoyed recording this session for you. I look forward to seeing you inside on this exciting course. Until then, bye.